Good morning, children. Children, I welcome you all to today's session of English literature. And today we will be dealing with the last play written by Sir William Shakespeare, and perhaps one of his most memorable ones, and it is The Tempest. Right? The play's name is The Tempest. Tempest, you all know, is a sea storm which has been created. It's not a natural one, it has been created. Now, why deliberately this name? Because this play had elements of Tempest in it in the beginning. There is all chaos, confusion, revenge, and all those things. But this play is regarded to be as an indirect autobiography written by William Shakespeare. And he regards that it's time that he is going to say farewell to this world. Right? So his departure will be like a tempest in the field of English literature. And this can be one of the reasons why he has named this play as Tempest. Right? So, this play involves lots of emotions, lots of drama, and perhaps it is divided into 5 acts. Right? These acts are not huge except Act 1, Scene 2, and Act 2, Scene 1. Now, the main people in this play are Alonso, the King of Naples, Sebastian is his brother, Prospero, the rightful Duke of Milan, or the exiled Duke of Milan, what or erstwhile Duke of Milan, whatever you want to call him, you can call. He is the central character of this play, right? Prospero is the central character. This whole play is all about Prospero and his revenge and reconciliation. Then we have Antonio, his brother, the usurping Duke of Milan. Then Ferdinand is the son of King of Naples, Gonzalo, an honest old counselor, Adrian Francisco Caliban, regarded as the villain of this play, a savage and deformed slave. Right? He is half fish and half human. Or yeah, he's an unimaginable character. Trincolo, a jester Stefano, a drunken butler, master of a ship, boatswain, mariners. Miranda, the daughter of Prospero, Ariel, and Aries spirit. Iris, Ceres, Juno, nymphs, they are all spirits and reapers. So these are the main characters. There are dogs also. And we begin with Act 1, Scene 1, which takes place in the sea, right? Which takes place in the sea. And there is a ship at the sea, and there is a tempestuous noise. Tempestuous noise refers to the noise arising due to a sea storm. Tempestuous noise is the noise arising due to a severe sea storm of thunder and lightning. Right? There enters the master and the boatswain. Master, boatswain. Master is looking for boatswain. Boatswain, here, master, what cheer? Boatswain says, yes, master, what's the matter? Master, good. Speak to the mariners, fall to it yearly. We run ourselves aground, Wister, Wister. So, master is looking terrified due to this storm which is there, and he asked the boatswain to talk to the mariners. Mariners are basically those people who are actually moving the ship away, right? So these people are also very terrified, and he says to them, talk to them. Is there any way out? We can move out of this. Otherwise, we are going to run into the ground. Otherwise, we are going to all perish. So boatswain exits, master exits, then mariners enter. Now boatswain, hey my hearts, cheerly, cheerly my hearts, here, here, take to the topsail, tend to the master, whistle, blow till thou burst thy wind, if room enough. So boatswain is trying to motivate them, and he says to them, high my hearts means keep your motivation levels very high, right? And be cheerful, right? Take the topsail, take the topmast, tend to master's whistle, listen to your master's whistle, whatever he is saying, and blow means try to ride this ship away as fast as you can. And there then enters Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, Ferdinand, Gonzalo, and others. Alonso, good boatswain, have care. Where's the master? Play the men. So Alonso refers to the boatswain, saying that a good boatswain, be happy, be merry. And where is your master? Please call him here. Play the man means please call him here because he is the king. Alonso. Now, for boatswain, it hardly matters you are king or what. There is a sea storm. Everybody is terrified. So straight away blast out. I pray now, keep below. So he's saying to Alonso, I pray to you, keep your heads down because he has ordered mariners to do something and they are all doing it. Antonio, where is the master boatswain? Antonio asks him, where is the master boatswain? Boatswain, do you not hear him? You mar our labor. Keep your cabins. Do you assist the song? So boatswain asks that, do you not hear him? Are you not able to hear to him? You are just, you mar our labor refers to you are destroying our labor. Keep your cabins. Means go to your cabin, go to your rooms, and you do assist. You are helping the storm in creating a havoc. Gonzalo, nay, good, be patient. So Gonzalo says, no, no, be patient. Boatswain, when the sea is, hence, what cares these rowers for the name of king? To cabin, silence, trouble us not. So Gonzalo, boatswain here says that I'll be patient when the sea is. I'll be okay when the sea is okay. Now, what cares these roars means this sea storm which is roaring and creating all kinds of noise. It cares hardly whether you are king or not, right? And if it is caring, then try to stop it. Otherwise, just move to your cabins, be silent, and do not trouble us. Gonzalo, good yet remember who thou hast abroad. So Gonzalo says, yes, you should remember who you are having on your board. Who are the peoples you are having? So please remember them. Boatswain, none that I more love than myself. You are a counselor. Boatswain says, there is nobody in this cabin whom I love more than I love myself. So you are a counselor if you can command these elements to silence. Right. So he's saying you are a counselor, you are one of the nobles. So if you can command these elements, refers to elements here, refers to the Panch Tattva. One of the Panch Tattva. Yes, we all know water is one of the Panch Tattva. So he's saying if you can command this water to remain silent, right, and then we let everything be peaceful right now. We will not have to pull up the ropes and all that. Use your authority, and if you cannot, then thank God because you have lived long. Now you are going to die, and make yourself ready in your cabin for the mischance of an hour. Right. So make yourself ready in the cabin for the mischance of an hour means that you should be go to your cabin, pray to God, prepare yourself for the mishap which is going to happen at any moment. Right? Cheerly good odds. Then he again goes on to address his mariners. Cheerly good odds. Out of our way, I says. He straight away Gonzalo. He attacks Gonzalo, saying, just move out of my way. Gonzalo, I have great comfort from this fellow. Methinks he hath no drowning mark upon him. His complexion is perfect gallows. So Gonzalo is trying to present a positive face to the others and saying, yeah, the way this guy is behaving, the way he's talking about, he's looking very confident. And he's got no, he is not at all afraid of drowning. So that clearly shows that he is very confident that he will be able to save us all. Right? Stand fast, good faith to his hanging, make this rope of his destiny our cable. Then he goes on to say, right, that the way he is talking, the way he is speaking, he deserves to be hanged, right? And that rope with which he will be hanged, that will be the destiny of our cable. We will be able to survive from it. For our own doth little advantage, if he be not born to be hanged, our case is miserable. He's saying that, and for our advantage, let us use that rope with which he was hanged to save ourselves. And if he is not hanged today, then our case will be miserable. Then nobody is going to pay any heed or importance to us. Right? So Now there are our case is miserable. That case is survival. Will become miserable because we will always be thinking that there was a man who had scolded us in such a way and we could not do anything to him, right? So let us stop here. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did in making it. And until we meet again, it's a goodbye.